So what I'm going to show in this tutorial is how to use an edited version of the Unity Rollerball player controller script and to use it to jump between two or more scenes in one Unity project file. So what I do have here is an adjustment of the player controller script that comes with the Unity Rollerball project, but it's been edited, and what it does now is once it's picked up a certain number of pickups, right here it's 3, it's going to load a different scene number. So what this does assume is that I have appropriately tagged pickups in my scene. Right now I've got a few different lightsabers that are spread out and are tagged just as they would in the Rollerball project. And it also assumes that I have 2 or more scenes all in the same project. So right now I've got this Mount Olympus one that I started with, and I imported a separate Hoth scene that I started building. But if I go to my file build settings, right now it only includes this Olympus one in the build settings. What I need to do is I need to add any scenes I want to include to the build settings. So what I got to do is I just got to load up my Hoth, which I just recently started. It's nowhere near finished. And then I'm going to go to File, Build Settings, and add open scenes. And what you'll notice now is that Olympus is scene number 0 over here, and Hoth is scene number 1. These numbers are going to be important when it comes to the script. So I'm going to go back to my scene 1. I think it's good, or my 0 scene where I'm going to start, and I'm going to have it teleport once I get all 3 lightsabers from Olympus to Hoth. If I go to the FPS controller, which is the FPS controller that comes with the standard assets in Unity, I'm going to go ahead and add the M player controller, the edited version of it. I'm going to add that script on. This is just adding the player controller on top of the FPS controller, so it doesn't need to have speed or anything like that, just the regular player controller. I am going to drag and drop my count text on there, just as I would in the Rollerball game. And if I go through and edit the script really quick, like I just said, we want to make sure that it has a different scene. So, it's teleporting to the correct scene. So it's going to load scene 1, which is correct. But if I wanted it to teleport to scene 2, I would change this number in the script. This is also if your pickup aren't lightsabers, then maybe you want to change this. Or if you have more or less than 3 pickups, you want to change this number right here. So if I had 5, I would say, hey, once the count text reached 5, but I only have 3 in there. So once I like those edits, I'm going to Command S to save my script. Go back to my game, and I should be able to play test this now. I've got the 3 pickups real close to the starting point. So once I go through and grab these right here, 1, 2, and 3, it's gonna load my next scene. So I don't have pickups in Hoth yet, but if I did, I would just do the same thing. Tag them appropriately, edit the controller. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this game real quick. Edit the controller, but for any subsequent scene, that's when this controller 2 comes into play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Hoth scene, and on the FPS controller in Hoth, I'm going to add on controller 2. So this M controller 2 is going to be added onto the FPS controller here. And this lets me control that one, and now it's going to be looking for a different pickup count. So again, just make sure that all your pickups are tagged accordingly. Make sure that you edit the script to be relevant, or accordingly list the amount of objects that you have in your scene. And that's how you jump between 2 or more scenes in one Unity project.